solve this equation. It says solve the equation, then it gives us the equation. Now remember that this topic is topic number 2, which is logarithms and exponential equations, right? You start with topic number 1, which is algebra. And in algebra, I don't want you to mix this up. In algebra, you just learn about the modulus function. So the modulus, you learn about the modulus equations and modulus inequalities, right? Then you learn about polynomial division, factor theorem, and remainder theorem. Done, okay? So modulus functions, then polynomial division, factor theorem, and remainder theorem, right? And for polynomial functions, you do the equations and the inequalities. Then you now go to logarithms and exponential functions, which is chapter 2. And in there, you learn about laws of logarithms and what is the logarithm to another base. And then you're going to learn about how to solve logarithmic equations and how to solve exponential equations and exponential inequalities. So we don't have logarithmic inequalities, it's log equations, exponential inequalities. Then you will now learn about what we call transforming a relationship to linear form, where you get some relationship that has some exponential thing, and then we're going to transform it, right? We'll learn about it. But here what we have is one of the things. Remember, for logarithmic, we only have logarithmic equations. This is easy. Very easy. So what do we have right now? We have a nice logarithmic equation. We have ln of 1 minus e to the 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. And we want to solve, right? That's the only thing we have for logarithmic stuff. It's logarithmic equations. For exponential, we have exponential equations and exponential inequalities. And then we also have how to transform an exponential equation to linear form. So a lot of things come for exponentials. But for logarithms, we only have this. Let's see how we're going to solve this one now. Now, for this one, you see this one is so straightforward because we have an ln, and the ln is only affecting this part. So we know that we can get rid of this ln, which is affecting. When it goes to the other side, it just becomes e to the something. But we need to make sure that only ln is there on the left. So we'll take 3 to the other side. So we're going to say ln of 1 minus e to the 2x minus e to the negative 2x, right? Plus 3 is equal to 0. If you want to see how we actually solve logarithmic equations, the cases that we have, you can check in the description. I'll put a video for you, all right? Now, what are we going to have? We're going to have 1 minus e to the negative 2x. Ln of this is equal to negative 3, which means we can now say 1 minus e to the negative 2x is equal to e to the negative 3. We take ln to the other side, it becomes e to whatever that was there. Now, when I have something like this, I can just make x the subject and I'll be done. That's all I need to do now at this point. So I'll take this e to the other side. I'll have 1, and then I'll bring this one back. 1 minus e to the negative 3 is equal to e to the negative 2x, because I need to make x the subject, okay? Then what am I going to do now? I'm going to introduce ln, right? Now, if you introduce ln, what just happens is if you introduce ln where there is an e, they cancel each other out and the power just comes down and becomes the thing. So here we would have ln of 1 minus e to the negative 3 is equal to ln of e to the negative 2x, right? We have ln of 1 minus e to the negative 3, which is just a number. E to the negative 3 is just a number. Is equal to now, ln of e is just, it just becomes negative 2x. So now, what am I going to have now? I want x, so I'll take 2 to the other side. So I'll say ln of 1 minus 1 over e to the 3 all over negative 2 is equal to my x. Then I just put and I'll get an answer. So I'll now say, I make a fraction. I say ln inside the fraction. Inside this, I put 1 minus, I put a fraction. I'll say 1 over. Here, I'll put my e. My e, how do I put an e? Look at how I'm going to put an e, and then this is not hard. You can see that this is not hard, right? This is e to the 3, so it's second function then here, e to the 3. And I close this. Then I go down, and it is over negative 2. What am I going to get as the solution? My solution is equal to 0.0255. This is going to be equal to my x. There you're done, and I have found it, and I go on to the next thing. You see? This is how easy it was, and you'd go on to the next. I'll show you some log equations that will need some tricks, okay? You can check in the description, and you're going to see some nice ones, and that is it. Goodbye for now.